What is up, the OP community? Brand new commentator to OP. My name is OP Ice, and this is my very first commentary on OP, guys. And I got you guys an awesome gameplay sent in today by OP Caz. It's a 95 gun streak on freaking Carrier. He does with the AN94, all non-lethals. This guy goes freaking insane. But anyways, guys, I'm a brand new commentator to OP. And I mean, I'm excited to be here, guys. My channel is very, very small. I only have like 100 subs. I am the smallest channel in OP, but I am very excited to be a part of the OP community, the OP team, the OP everything. But anyways, guys, my commentaries, I do story commentaries, and I seem to be rushing in this video because it is pretty small, and I do want to tell a story, so I am kind of rushing, and I do apologize for that. But guys, my story for today, all right? Now, I'm going to take you back to probably when I was about, let's say 13 or 14, all right? So I'm 22 years old. I know you guys are like, no way, dude, you don't sound 22 at all. But yeah, I am 22 years old, and I'm going to take you back about like 8 years, like I said, to when I put it this way. My friend, one of my best friends at the time's uncle was really, really big into Indians and all this kind of stuff, so he was a really outdoorsy kind of guy, all right? So he came up to us one day and was like, where I'm hiking, because he hikes a lot, all right? So I mean, he's an outdoor guy. He hikes all the time. And where I grew up and where I lived at the time was Oregon. So, it's a really mountainy, foresty state. So anyways, he came to us one day and was like, I've been finding, bear droppings and all this kind of stuff, and I want to find, this bear. You guys want to go with me? And, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know if I really, want to go hunt down a bear, but I'm like, okay, what the hell are the odds of finding a bear, right? So I'm like, okay, let's go. So we end up going, and is what it is. It's my best friend, his uncle, me, and we have two little dogs. Okay, I don't really know what kind of dogs they were, but I mean, imagine like Shih Tzus, but a little bit bigger. All right, like half, like maybe, I don't know. I can't really say. Let's just say they're probably about 40 pounds. Let's put it that way. All right, so they're pretty small dogs. Okay. So we're like, okay, let's go hunt this bear down. I'm like, okay, whatever, we're not going to find no bear. And we have no guns. We have no weapons. We have nothing to defend ourselves except for his uncle's walking stick, okay? So we're like, okay, let's go find this bear. And we're going, and we're walking along. And, it's probably been about 45 minutes. Okay, so we were not finding no bear. I'm all good. But we go around this corner, right? There's a little irrigation ditch where there's a bunch of water running through it all the time. So we go past that, and we kind of turn this corner where that irrigation ditch runs. And keep in mind, okay, like I forgot to say, we were finding bear droppings and bear tracks all over the place, okay? So we go turn this corner, and I shit you not, guys, there's a black bear right there, okay? It's not a big black bear. It's not a cub. It's in between, right? I'm looking at it, and I'm like, that's death, all right? Like, I'm going to die. Like, this bear can kill me. It's big enough to where it can tear me to pieces, and I'm dead. Okay, so he's like, oh crap. So we kind of like, hide behind like this rock over here, and it's like, okay. He's like, okay, I want to get closer to this thing. I'm like, you want to what? Like, you want to get closer? And we're probably about 100 yards away. He's like, I want to get closer. So I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, okay, let's get a little closer. And I don't know what's really going on. I don't really remember, but I want to say the dogs didn't notice it, right? Like, they're kind of doing their own thing. The dogs didn't see it, and like, we're holding them back and stuff, And we get closer and closer, and I mean, we're like probably about 50 yards away, 40 yards away at this point. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not getting any closer. I got no weapons. This thing charges me. All I got are these two freaking little dogs to protect me, and they're not going to do crap, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then all of a sudden, the bear looks at us, right, and like sees us. I guess it caught our smell, because I guess we were kind of downwind, so I mean, or we were upwind, so it got our smell. So we're like, oh, I'm dead. I'm a dead man. Right, I'm only 14, I'm going to die. And to make it worse, the dogs noticed it at this point, okay? The dogs looked, noticed it, and just booked it after this bear, right? There's two little dogs just barking like crazy, running after this bear, and I'm like, I'm dead. It's over. And, I'm like, okay, the dogs are done. The dogs are dead. I'm like, forget the dogs. But of course, it's their dogs. It's my best friend's and his uncle's dogs. So they chase after the dogs. I'm like, oh my god, what did I get myself into? I'm freaking dead. So, of course, I'm standing there. I'm like, I don't want to chase after this bear. And, they're running, right? They're gone at this point. I'm like, oh god. I'm like, what if the bear loops around and I'm standing here by myself? I'm like, god, son of a bitch. I'm like, okay, I got to go. So I start booking it after them. I'm like, I got to have a little team with me. I can't be by myself. This bear is going to kill me, right? So I'm booking it after them, and I'm like, oh my god, and like, I'm catching up. Like, I'm a fast dude, all right? I ran track and stuff, so I'm a pretty fast guy. But so I'm running, I'm catching up to them, and definitely, you know, the adrenaline pumping. Like, I'm gonna die by this bear. You know, I'm hauling, dude. I am kicking it. You know, I cover like 30 yards in like a second. I swear, I was right there on them, jumping through brush, jumping over this stuff. It was insane. So, anyways, I finally get to where, you know, I'm caught up, and we're chasing after the dogs. And the bear, you know, had a pretty long head start from the dogs. So it's what ended up happening is the bear got, you know, the bear outscaped the dogs, right? The bear got away from the dogs, and we were just like, I'm like, oh my god, you know, and through my whole entire mind running, I'm like, what are we gonna do if this bear, you know, turns around and just kills the dogs and starts chasing after us? I don't have anything to defend myself. I have nothing but my legs. I'm like, I'm screwed, dude. Like, so we you know, basically the bear gets away. I see the gameplay winding up. I wish this was a little bit longer, but you know, I catch up. The dogs end up losing it. The bear is, you know, nowhere to be seen, and we get away. But the whole walk back, dude, I'm watching over my shoulder like I'm gonna die. But anyways, guys, we are out of time. I hope you enjoyed the story and look for me to bring in some more to OP.